Hello guys, Shaun Thomson here, welcome back to another video. This is the second part of the festival food truck delivery, so without further ado, let's get in to this week's video. Alright, so in the previous episode we did in fact pick this Chevy up at the Forbidden Forest. We of course had to winch it on as it is a non-runner. This job is for moving 2 catering trucks between 2 festivals. So in the last episode we picked up the Chevy, winched her on, delivered her to the food festival, and we're just about to start driving back for the next one. So without further ado, let's get in to this week's video. Man, this job likes to take us down all the wee tight streets, eh? Jesus, luckily me and this urban boy. Although he's an urban with a rear steer, I feel like he's cheating a bit, but he's taking us some interesting places here. I'm shying myself. Something tells me the sat-nav's not right with this one, boys. Something tells me the sat-nav's not right. I don't know Bath, so for everyone in the comments shouting at me, I don't know Bath. It's not my fault. I genuinely don't know where I am. So we better wave at her. Jesus, it's just to take this nice wee dodge and leave here. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, this must be the HGV diversion, but Jesus Christ. Anyways, we've got 178 miles back the way we came to go and pick up the milk float. Now that's a round trip, so we're getting paid for this. I have looked to see if I could pick anything up, but I can't, so that's what it is. So we're just gonna, drive empty and get the other one loaded. I tell you something for nothing. Bath is absolutely gorgeous. I actually genuinely think I'd come a holiday here. This is stunning, by the way. I like it. I would stay here. This can't be right, boys. This can't be right. This can't be right, boys. Something wrong here. We'll find out very soon how wrong it is. Fuck. I've never been so happy in all my life to see a double lane road. Holy shit, man. That was not very fun for anyone. Aye. Honestly, oh boys, I've not done that in a while. We've all done it. Any HGV driver sitting watching this now, or anybody that drives anything bigger than a fucking car will know that sometimes you're driving, you're going places, and you're not 100% sure if you're getting out the other end. You see all these horror stories of Eddie Stobart and all that get stuck on lanes. I thought that was me there. But you just keep going because you've not got a choice. As the old saying is, never back down, never what? Anyways, we never backed down and we made it to the dual carriageway! Way! But in saying that, there will be some old school boys sitting there. I'm sorry I've let you down. I should have maps, you're 100% right. And I trust my phone and my sat-nav too much. Honestly though, I've always thought, see, doing a podcast with like proper old school truckers, like proper old school, doing like, you know, going over to like Zimbabwe and shit like that, fixing their lorries at the side of the road, that kind of stuff. I'd love to have a podcast and just talk to them for like hours on end. I bet you the stories they've got a lot better than what we've got over here, boys, that's for sure. Alright, here we are, boys. We are heading to the load site once again for this milk float. It's been 3.5 hours of M5. This is the only bit that's been interesting in the whole journey. I'm not skipping parts. We just have a lot of miles to cover in this video. Probably the guts of over 1,000 miles in this one video. It's just the M5, you know what I mean? We see it all the time, you know that way. Anyways, we're 3 miles away. Hopefully get some good content. There's a big castle we're heading for just there, boys. We're getting close. We're getting close. Alright, we've got the all clear to go in. The security says it is time. So we'll drive down here, do a wee reverse manoeuvre and reverse the rest of the way. And not do what we do yesterday where we spent ages and try getting to site. It's just easier just reversing down. We know the script, but look at the grounds. The castle is just up behind me there, but you can't see it, which is a bitch, but it is what it is. You can see it for ages away, but you can't see it when it's literally like through them trees. Anyways. There was all the damage we made yesterday. It's a wee bit drier today. Still dirty, but aye. Right, this is a milk float. My main concern is it's low at the back, and obviously inside it's completely open to the elements. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge, this one. The things you do in this job, the things you do. Here we are driving an electric milk float about, you know what I mean? Hey, anyone want some milk? Obviously they don't speak like that down here, but aye. Every day's a different day and all that jazz. Jeez, beeps, we're just going to turn her about because she needs reversed on. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we've got two problems now. One, no brakes, which is why I'm deciding to winch it, because if I decide to go forward or change my movements once I come off this ramp, I don't know where I'm stopping. Second of all, too low for the ramp, so we're going to winch it up on blocks, better control. There's only one of me here. There is a security guy, but he's just paid to watch me to make sure I don't steal shit. So we'll try winching, see if it's any better. Oh, as it's coming up, it's starting to give us a wee bit more of a gap, which is working out perfectly. Low battery, but so far so good. Alright, pretty easy winch on. GoPro did in fact dive, and now we've got like 3%. Now we're leaving. I'll show you load in just a second, all in. And what we had to do, I was trying to film it, but the GoPro just no battery. There we go, boys, we've just stopped for a wee bit of fuel. We're just having a look around the load, making sure everything stayed still. But so far, everything looks like it has. It's a bit of a dangerous one, this. As you can see, the full side's exposed. And the problem with that is, we've just got all this stuff exposed, but we've strapped it all down, moved it all about. But aye, it's all exposed. Alright, I know there's not been much driving in this here video, but we are flat out next week, by the way. We're getting booked up solid. Jesus. Here we are back in Bath, and it's just gorgeous, man, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Here's the bit this morning we were panicking about with the HGV diversion, 18 ton limit, blah blah blah. We are on 9 hours and 35 minutes driving. What a day this has been. We have 60 minutes left. We're just going to drive there, unload, park up. Still got plenty of working time, so we're alright. Then obviously we've got 25 minutes driving time, 60 minutes left with spare 7 minutes. We're literally just going to park up where we are, offload, come in, put the car on brake, and get our 9 off, and then head for this boat, not boat. I don't understand the sat-nav's thought process here, right? Obviously there's a weight limit ahead of us, right? And basically, we're not allowed to go over the Cleveland Bridge because it's an 18 ton limit. The sat-nav's diversion is to take us across the bridge and then back on ourselves and go up the road that we'd go up normally. I don't understand that. I don't understand why it thinks, you know what I mean? We're literally going over the bridge to do a detour, then go up here. I'll show you closer in a minute and hopefully you can see it, but it's a weird old thought process sat-nav's having. Let's drive over the 18 ton bridge twice and then drive up the 7.5 ton except for access. I don't know if you can see it better now. The wee blue line is where it wants us to go. And as you can see, it's taking us up the 7.5 ton access, but it wants to take us across the 18 ton bridge first. I don't understand the thought process there. We'll just go straight on, boss. We'll just go straight on, problem solved. You know what I mean? It's a very weird idea it's came up with there. There's a wee Chevy there. Now the brakes aren't the best on this, so we've put the handbrake on, and hopefully we can roll it onto that. The only thing is, I don't know how I'm going to get in, and like, you know, let's see how much it rolls, and if it rolls at all. So let's find out. That's a fair old bit. Now, is she going to keep moving? Yeah, she is. Alright, so I've come up with a plan, and I know people are going to disagree and say, oh, why don't you do it uphill? I don't know if I can get turned down there. I know I can get turned here. Now, I could obviously have driven in, but that turn is tight as hell. I probably could drive in down the bottom. I don't know. Anyways, once hooked up to the back, gravity pulling it down. And as you see here, every time I hit the out, then if I want to stop, controlled. That's the way I see it coming off, boys. Especially no brakes. And even if I did do it uphill, I still don't have brakes to stop once it's off the trailer, which is really annoying. Alright, before we lose the light, which we're going to very soon, I'll just turn this on here. Look at all the stuff we had to sort. We put all these down, used their straps, just to make sure everything was nice and secure, because this thing is full and obviously no windows at the side. Anyways, let's jump inside the death machine. Now it does have power, it will drive, but I think just for the case of this, we'll just let the winch do the work so that we're not pulling, if that makes sense. I'm actually shining, man. Just because obviously if that, not that the winch should snap, she's not heavy, but if anything happens, the winch snaps, whatever happens, happens. That noise didn't sound too good though, did it? Let's go check that out. It's alright, it was just going over one of the hooks that I'd not, see the hooks in the trailer? It was just going up one of them. Oh, I'm so shite myself. Once we get on the ground, we'll stop and put the blocks of wood under it for the lowness. Look at all the noises, mate. I'm worried. Shit. That's not getting any range now. Fuck. No, it does. Just need to hold out the window. This is just not fun for anyone. Luckily that winch is honestly a lifesaver. I'm just watching to see how low she gets here. That should be fine. This is it, kind of out at its bit. When it's up there it gets all that momentum, but there it should be fine. This side's going off fine as well. Jesus. Alright, I do apologise, can't see much, but she's off the trailer. She's doing the last couple of steps and then we'll block her off here. And that's her done. She's officially almost off the trailer. I know you can't see much again. So I've just had a message that there's an air tag been tracking me since the pick-up point to delivery point. Obviously this load. And the funny thing is, right, I can press it and find out that it's in there. So at least I know there's an air tag with this thing. It must be right under there. Oh, there it's there. What? Ah, I can't get it. There's the air tag right there. That's a Starlink. This customer's got far too much trust. Jesus. We're also going to put the customer's tarp back up. Obviously I didn't have it in transport because it would just flap about and I needed it to cover all the boxes and stuff. I know I'm standing on them, it's boxes of vegetable oil, you know what I mean, it's not gonna be the end of the world. We'll put this tarp up and then we're off. Slight problem, we have 15 minutes driving time left before we hit a 10 hour. And I've just found out, I've just parked up here, we've finished offloading at 10:30 here. I've just found out that Bath Clean Air is £100 a day. Not £100 a 24 hour. That was my mistake. So obviously if I was to leave for what? Alright, slight problem. We have about 50 minutes left of driving time for today. Working time, I think we've roughly got about an hour and a half, which is not too bad. We were going to park here. It's a nice quiet area, as you can see. It would have been nice to park. However, I went on there, obviously just got this offloaded, just put my card on brake, and I was just about to start paying the clean air for Bath because it's got a clean air charge. I thought it was £100 per 24 hours. It's £100 per day. So if I stay here till tomorrow, I'm paying £200 instead of £100, and I've only charged the customer £100. So there you go, you can see it there, £100 a day, which is not handy. Aye, not handy at all. Not handy at all. So I'm just double checking I definitely need to pay £100 a day. And if I do, we're going to use that 50 minutes, sorry, to get as far out of here as we can, because I can't pay that. Oh, there's no charge. So it says on here, no charge, right? AYE 600D, no charge, right? Watch this. However, when I go here for this Bathgate clean air charge, right, I600D, look, clean air zone, £100. So I don't understand if I need to pay it. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a screenshot of that, right, the no charge thing for Bath, and I swear to God if I get a fine through the door, I'll be like, listen, this is a government website. I mean, at the end of the day it's Yeah, clean air zone service. Check vehicle, drive clean air zone service.gov.uk. You know what I mean? I think we're safe. Just cheaper as well, that's all it is, to be honest. It's just cheaper. Alright, this next morning, boys. We just woke up, got ourselves ready. There is the showground so far. There's obviously the two we offloaded. Let's go get our next load. We've got a 2-hour drive to Southampton.